and welcome to Tech Tuesday. This week's sponsor is Tory Nissan. Joining us is General Manager Bob Bailey. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, sir. Glad to be here.
Good, good. I'm glad you are here. This heat, the extreme heat, is not a friend of vehicles.
Definitely not for the faint of heart either.
No, it's not. No, I mean, you need to, when you are out driving, you need to find any kind of shade that you can, so that you can at least get back in the car and touch the steering wheel.
Yeah, or the gear shift knob.
That's right.
You become a professional shade hugger.
So what do you do at a dealership in order to protect the cars that are, out in the beating sun?
Well, what we do is we up the car washes, because one of the things, if you keep your car clean, it keeps it shiny, that helps reflect a lot of the heat, a lot of the sun. The other thing is we get very vigilant about making sure we start the cars at least once a week, because the heat just kills car batteries out here.
And so as a consumer, then if you are just even leaving your car out, parked even overnight, probably a good idea mid-afternoon to start it up anyway?
Well, it's always a good idea. I think the main thing is kind of protect the car. The windshield sunshades, whenever possible, find a tree to park under.
Yeah, I don't know about those sunshades. I don't know that they do enough.
Well, they better than nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
But,
plus you got to wrangle them, and it's a little difficult.
It's okay. The inconvenience might be. It still outweighs the convenience of getting in a car and you're not grabbing a hot steering wheel.
You've got some tips, I understand.
I've got a couple of them.
All right, let's take a look.
When summertime gets here, you've got to be ready for it. Summertime kills batteries. Come in, get your battery tested, make sure that you've got a good battery, because you don't want to be stuck out when it's 110 degrees and not be able to start your car because your battery died. The other things that you want to make sure is you make sure your coolant levels are all up to date and clean. And then the thing that a lot of people don't think about is their brakes. When brakes get hot, they have a tendency to fade. So you're talking about people who say, I put my foot on the brake and didn't stop. Well, you didn't have any brakes left to speak of. Then the other thing that you got to remember, that air expands. When it gets super hot, air is going to expand. Check the air in your tires. Do it religiously. Because that air is going to expand. As it expands, it could actually leak out through the sidewalls. Check the air in the tires. Make sure your tires are properly inflated. The other thing that happens with that, when your tires are properly inflated, they're going to last you longer, and the car is going to ride and drive better.
All right, important thing on the tires too. You just mentioned that about making sure that they're properly inflated, because you really kind of forget about that. That's probably the last thing that you think about. But
you're right. But as it gets hotter, the air in the tires expand. That's why you see more blowouts. That's why you see more problems. And with the potholes and things that we've got out here, it can happen like that.
Yeah. I notice a lot of people, as you drive around the valley, they have white cars because it just reflects.
Well,
there's a smart thing.
Well, you're talking about 25, 30 degrees cooler in a white car than it is a black car.
Really?
Noticeable.
I wish I'd known that before I chose the color I did. Yeah, some good advice. And also, should people maybe thinking about service more often during the hot weather months?
Well, you should, because your fluids, everything wears out. The heat is wonderful, but man, it's tough on everything.
Yeah. It's a good indicator. You know how you see the umbrellas out by pools and how the tops are really so faded? And that's all because of the sun and because of the heat. So
it eats it up. You got to protect it.
It sure. And you got to protect your own skin too.
Yes.
All right, Bob, as always.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
It's always a pleasure. We'll be right back.